Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will dive into the buzzing speculation surrounding whether Kate Mansi might be bidding farewell to her role on the show, sparked by an intriguing social media interaction. The soap opera community is abuzz with whispers and theories after a recent Instagram post ignited questions about Kate Mansi's future on General Hospital. It all began when Elizabeth Hendrickson, known for her captivating performances across various daytime dramas, shared an exciting update about her latest venture. Hendrickson announced her decision to step behind the camera as a director on The Young and the Restless, a move that showcases her multifaceted talents beyond acting. This revelation didn't just catch the eye of fans. It drew an outpouring of congratulations from industry insiders, including fellow actors, producers, and even some behind-the-scenes crew members who have long admired her dedication. For instance, several Y&R veterans praised her keen eye for storytelling, while GH colleagues highlighted how her directorial debut could inspire others in the genre to explore new creative avenues. This wave of support underscores the tight-knit bonds within the soap world, where transitions like Hendrickson's often lead to unexpected ripples, including the fan-driven rumors now swirling around Mansi. At the heart of this speculation is the evident camaraderie between Elizabeth Hendrickson and Kate Mansi, which shines through in their online exchanges. Their friendship appears deep-rooted, possibly forged through shared experiences in the demanding realm of daytime television, where long hours and emotional storylines create lasting connections. In response to Hendrickson's directing announcement, Mansi posted a heartfelt message, expressing immense pride in her friend's perseverance and eagerly anticipating the fruits of her labor. She might have even alluded to Hendrickson's past challenges, like balancing motherhood with a rigorous acting schedule, adding a personal touch that resonated with followers. Hendrickson, in turn, replied with enthusiasm, teasing that she was equally excited to witness what Mansi would tackle next. This cryptic comment has fans dissecting every word. Could it imply Mansi is gearing up for a major career shift? After all, Mansi has a storied history in soaps. She first rose to prominence on Days of Our Lives, where she portrayed the complex Abigail Devereaux with such nuance that she earned critical acclaim and a loyal fan base. Her transition to General Hospital came when she stepped into the shoes of Christina Corinthos Davis, replacing Lexi Ainsworth in a recast that initially sparked debate but ultimately won over viewers with Mansi's fresh interpretation. Christina's arc has been a roller coaster, evolving from a somewhat impulsive young woman to someone entangled in high-stakes drama that could culminate in severe consequences, like incarceration if her risky decisions catch up to her. Imagine the tension building as Christina navigates alliances and betrayals in Port Charles, with Mansi's portrayal adding layers of vulnerability and defiance that keep audiences hooked. One particularly explosive plot point fueling the exit rumors is Christina's escalating vendetta, which might lead to her attempting to eliminate Ava Jerome in a fit of rage. This storyline draws from deep-seated family loyalties and personal tragedies, painting Christina as a character teetering on the edge of self-destruction. Fans have been on the edge of their seats watching her spiral, wondering if redemption is even possible or if the writers are deliberately steering her toward a dramatic departure from the canvas. That said, Elizabeth Hendrickson's comment about Mansi's next endeavor might not necessarily signal a permanent exit from General Hospital. It's entirely possible she's referring to one of Mansi's side gigs, which actors in the soap industry frequently pursue to diversify their portfolios without abandoning their primary roles. For example, Mansi could be exploring opportunities in independent films, voice acting for animated series, or even launching a personal brand, like a wellness podcast inspired by her real-life interests in mindfulness and fitness. Many stars juggle such projects seamlessly. Think of how some GH alumni have dabbled in theater productions or guest spots on primetime shows while maintaining their soap commitments. However, the current trajectory of Christina's character doesn't bode well for a quick turnaround. The show's scribes seem intent on plunging her further into chaos rather than offering a path to atonement, perhaps to heighten the drama and set up long-term repercussions. Christina's actions have grown increasingly erratic, driven by unresolved grief and misplaced blame, which could alienate her from allies and push her isolation to new depths. This narrative choice might reflect broader themes in the soap, exploring mental health struggles and the consequences of unchecked emotions, with invented subplots like secret alliances or hidden evidence adding extra intrigue. Central to Christina's turmoil is her unwavering conviction that Ava Jerome is solely responsible for the heartbreaking loss of the child she was surrogating for her sister, Molly Lansing Davis. This accusation stems from a chaotic confrontation where tensions boiled over in unexpected ways. Viewers recall the intense scene. Eva, in a moment of desperation, reached out toward Christina, who recoiled and stumbled over a carelessly placed bag on the floor, leading to the tragic fall. In a clever twist, Eva swiftly concealed the bag before authorities arrived, muddying the waters and allowing her to spin a narrative that painted Christina as the aggressor. This cover-up has layered the storyline with suspense, as fans speculate on when the full truth will emerge, perhaps through a leaked security tape or a whistleblower's confession. Adding to the complexity, Christina's resentment festers, blinding her to her own role in the incident and fueling a cycle of vengeance that could involve forged documents or clandestine meetings. Elements that heighten the stakes and keep the audience guessing about potential alliances or betrayals. If Christina's luck runs out and the concealed facts come to light, her world could crumble spectacularly. So far, she's evaded full accountability, but key figures like Rick Lansing and Elizabeth Weber are privy to damning details, as is Ava herself, who holds this knowledge like a weapon. Rick's ongoing blackmail scheme against Alexis Davis adds another layer of peril, potentially exposing financial discrepancies that tie back to Christina's missteps. Meanwhile, Laura Collins is hot on the trail of mysteriously vanished funds, her investigative prowess threatening to unravel the entire web of deceit. In a proactive move, Alexis has already prepared legal documents to commit Christina to a mental health facility as an alternative to jail time. A decision born from maternal desperation and a desire to protect her daughter from harsher penalties. This plot development introduces ethical dilemmas, such as the blurred lines between care and control, and could lead to invented scenes of family confrontations or therapy sessions that delve deeper into Christina's psyche. Should Christina's character be sidelined, whether through imprisonment, institutionalization, or a temporary exit to allow for storyline resetscape, Mansi might find herself with a window of opportunity to pursue other passions. This downtime could be the perfect catalyst for her to explore new horizons, much like her shift from Days of Our Lives to GH. Fans are left pondering, is Mansi eyeing a return to her roots, a fresh soap role elsewhere? Or perhaps a foray into non-soap projects like directing her own short film or advocating for causes close to her heart? Next, we will uncover the thrilling lineup of twists and turns set to ignite Port Charles throughout this electrifying August sweeps period. As the summer heat intensifies, so does the drama on General Hospital, with a cascade of unexpected developments poised to keep viewers glued to their screens. This sweeps month promises an avalanche of revelations, romantic entanglements, and high-stakes confrontations that could reshape the lives of our favorite characters in ways we've only dreamed of. Imagine the bustling streets of Port Charles buzzing with secrets, where alliances shift like sand and long-buried emotions erupt with volcanic force. From forbidden attractions to shocking reunions, the writers have crafted a tapestry of intrigue that's sure to spark heated discussions among fans. Whether it's the allure of dangerous liaisons or the pull of unresolved passions, August is shaping up to be a blockbuster chapter in the show's storied history. Complete with invented subplots like hidden agendas in the Quartermain mansion or mysterious anonymous letters stirring up old feuds. Let's dive into the top 5 teasers that have us counting down the days, each packed with potential for explosive fallout and heartfelt moments that could alter the course of multiple storylines. Kicking things off, the budding connection between the enigmatic Jen Sidwell and the ever-scheming Lucy Coe is raising eyebrows and temperatures alike. Their interactions have grown noticeably warmer, with Lucy offering unwavering support during Sidwell's tense moments. Her no-holds-barred personality making her the perfect match for a man who's navigated the shadowy underbelly of Port Charles without batting an eye. Picture Lucy, with her signature flair for drama and business savvy, casually dropping by Sidwell's haunts. Perhaps sharing a late-night drink at a dimly lit bar where whispers of diamond heists and corporate takeovers fill the air. It's intriguing how Sidwell, despite his robust health and charismatic presence, has remained unattached for so long, dodging romantic entanglements that could complicate his high-stakes games. We can't help but speculate that this dry spell is about to end in a blaze of passion, maybe a stolen kiss during a high society gala or a clandestine meeting in a luxurious hotel suite, where Lucy's ambition collides with Sidwell's ruthlessness. Invented elements like a shared secret from Lucy's past dealings in international intrigue could deepen their bond, turning what starts as flirtation into a full-blown affair. Fans, do you think this duo will succumb to their mutual temptations? Or will external forces like whose lingering ties to old flames pull them apart before things heat up? Next up, young Emma Scorpio Drake finds herself at a crossroads, burdened with secrets that demand an outlet. And who better to confide in than her trusted friend Trina Robinson? Emma's life has been a whirlwind since returning to town, juggling family legacies and personal dilemmas that add layers to her already complex world. Could it be that she's harboring a growing affection for her roommate, the charming Giovanni Giopalmieri? His easygoing nature and musical talents have made their shared living situation under her grandmother Anna Devane's roof feel less like convenience and more like destiny. Envision late-night conversations in the cozy quarters of the Devane household, where Gio strums his guitar and Emma finds herself drawn to his soulful eyes. Perhaps even sharing invented moments like collaborating on a charity event that brings them closer. At some pivotal juncture, Emma is bound to face these budding feelings head-on, and Trina, with her sharp insights and empathetic ear, would undoubtedly encourage her to lay it all bare, advising a heartfelt confession over coffee at Kelly's Diner, complete with tips on navigating the awkwardness of turning friendship into romance. This revelation could ripple outward, affecting dynamics within their social circle, maybe even sparking jealousy from other suitors or family interventions that add unexpected comedy and tension to the mix. Shifting gears to a pairing that's crackling with undeniable energy, Sonny Corinthos and the formidable ADA Justine Turner are dancing on the edge of something dangerously intoxicating. Their encounters are charged with a chemistry that's impossible to ignore, often leaving them mere inches from a passionate embrace amid the stark confines of an interrogation room, where legal battles turn into verbal sparring matches laced with unspoken desire. Despite their positions on polar opposite sides of the justice system, Sonny as the brooding mob boss with a code of honor, and Justine as the principled prosecutor determined to uphold the law, their clashes only amplify the forbidden allure, much like a classic tale of star-crossed adversaries. Spoilers hint at an imminent close encounter that could go either way. Perhaps a heated argument escalates into a stolen moment of vulnerability, with Sonny revealing a softer side over a clandestine dinner, or Justine slaps on the cuffs in a dramatic arrest that masks her inner conflict. To spice things up, imagine invented twists like Justine discovering a personal connection to Sonny's past, such as a long-lost family tie through her investigative work, forcing her to question her loyalties and blurring the lines between duty and desire. Will this lead to a steamy hookup that shakes the foundations of Port Charles' power structure? Or will it culminate in a courtroom showdown that tests their resolve? Temptation takes center stage once more with the rekindling sparks between ex-spouses Curtis Ashford and Jordan Ashford, whose history is as tangled as it is passionate. An upcoming scene teases them inching perilously close, their shared glances and lingering touches hinting at unresolved feelings that could upend Curtis's marriage to the devoted Portia Robinson. Curtis, ever the steadfast investigator with a heart divided by loyalty and longing, might find himself reminiscing about old times during a joint operation, perhaps involving a covert stakeout where Jordan's quick wit and bravery remind him of why they once clicked so seamlessly. Jordan, with her no-nonsense approach to law enforcement and a vulnerability hidden beneath her tough exterior, could be the one to initiate a moment of weakness. Maybe during a rainy evening at the Metro Court where confessions flow as freely as the wine. This potential betrayal isn't just about physical attraction, it delves into emotional depths, with invented elements like a discovered letter from their past or a mutual secret about a case that binds them anew, raising the stakes for Portia's trust and the Ashford family dynamics. Will Curtis cross that line, succumbing to nostalgia and risking everything, or will cooler heads prevail in a last-minute pullback that leaves viewers yearning for more? Finally, the crown jewel of August's spoilers is the much-anticipated reunion between Jason Morgan and Britt Westburn, a pairing that has fans buzzing with excitement over their magnetic pull. These two share a history that's equal parts turbulent and tender, with Jason's stoic intensity complementing Britt's sharp wit and resilient spirit in ways that make their scenes unforgettable. Envision the moment they lock eyes across a crowded room, perhaps at a hospital fundraiser, where Britt, now thriving in her medical career, spots Jason emerging from the shadows of his latest mission. His leather jacket and piercing gaze evoking memories of their whirlwind romance. GH enthusiasts are eagerly awaiting this encounter, knowing that this couple possesses that rare it factor capable of reigniting old flames with a single conversation. To heighten the drama, picture added inventions like Britt holding a crucial piece of information about Jason's recent exploits, such as an encrypted file that could exonerate him from false accusations, leading to intense dialogues filled with apologies, revelations, and perhaps a tentative step toward reconciliation. This reunion could serve as a turning point, influencing broader plots involving the mob underworld or hospital scandals, and leaving audiences to ponder if their connection will endure the chaos of Port Charles. Next, we will explore the escalating turmoil surrounding Willow Tate and the shocking possibility that she might resort to kidnapping her own children, Wiley and Amelia Corinthos, leaving her husband Michael reeling in disbelief. The undercurrents of tension in Port Charles are reaching a boiling point as Willow Tate grapples with profound emotional instability that threatens to shatter her family bonds. Her mental health struggles have become increasingly apparent, manifesting in erratic swings that paint a picture of a woman on the brink. For brief instances, Willow displays glimmers of rationality, acknowledging the need to demonstrate her reliability as a parent, perhaps through structured therapy sessions or quiet reflections in the serene gardens of the Quartermain estate. Yet, these moments are fleeting, quickly overshadowed by outbursts of raw hysteria whenever her desires are thwarted. Like during heated confrontations where her voice rises to piercing levels and her actions border on the unpredictable. This lack of steadiness in her demeanor is precisely what has prompted Michael Corinthos to enforce strict boundaries, shielding Wiley and Amelia from potential harm by limiting Willow's access. A decision rooted in his protective instincts as a father navigating the chaos of their fractured marriage. Invented twists could include Willow secretly journaling her inner thoughts, revealing hidden fears of abandonment tied to her own upbringing, which only amplify her desperation and make her behavior even more volatile in the eyes of those around her. Even if Willow manages to compose herself and mount a compelling case during the impending visitation hearing, success is far from assured, adding layers of uncertainty to her already precarious situation. She might prepare meticulously, enlisting character witnesses from her nursing colleagues at the hospital, or presenting evidence of completed counseling programs to sway the court. However, the odds are stacked against her, particularly with whispers circulating about Jen Sidwell's underhanded influence, as he's allegedly been funneling bribes to the presiding judge to tip the scales in favor of his own shadowy agendas. This corruption could manifest in subtle courtroom maneuvers, such as delayed proceedings or biased rulings that dismiss Willow's pleas outright, further eroding her fragile grip on composure. Should she face yet another defeat in this legal battle, it might serve as the final catalyst, propelling her into a state of utter despair where rational thought gives way to impulsive extremes, potentially leading to decisions that echo the dramatic kidnappings of Port Charles' storied past. Compounding the drama, Willow's impatience could erupt well before the scheduled October hearing, driving her to take matters into her own hands in a frenzy of unchecked emotion. As her unraveling accelerates, she might concoct hasty schemes during sleepless nights, fixating on stolen moments with her children that blur the lines between longing and obsession. Envision scenarios where Willow lurks near the kids' school or playground, her heart racing as she contemplates a spur-of-the-moment grab, fueled by invented elements like anonymous tips from sympathetic allies who feed her intel on Michael's routines. This premature desperation underscores her fixation on reclaiming her role as a mother, pushing her toward actions that defy logic and invite catastrophe. All while the residents of Port Charles remain oblivious to the storm brewing in her mind. In this volatile context, the notion of Willow orchestrating a kidnapping of Wiley and Amelia becomes a chillingly plausible outcome, transforming her maternal instincts into something far more perilous. Having been legally barred from unsupervised contact, any attempt to flee with the children would unequivocally constitute abduction, complete with high-speed chases through the winding roads outside town or frantic calls to authorities that mobilize the entire PCPD. Picture Willow bundling the kids into a borrowed car under the cover of dusk, her whispers of reassurance masking the terror of the unknown. Perhaps even incorporating new details like disguising them with hats and scarves to evade immediate detection. This drastic step would stem from a place of profound loss, where Willow views it as her only path to reuniting with the pieces of her heart, though it risks irreversible damage to her relationships and legal standing. Tying into this potential chaos are the recurring references to Isaiah Gannon's secluded cabin, which he's been diligently renovating, hinting at its role as a temporary sanctuary in Willow's hypothetical escape plan. Nestled in a wooded area gifted by Lucky Spencer, the cabin could serve as an ideal hideout. With its fresh repairs-like reinforced doors and stocked supplies proving a semblance of security amid the wilderness, Willow might steer her getaway toward this spot, using it as a brief respite to catch her breath and devise a longer-term strategy. Maybe even leaving behind clues like a forgotten toy that later alerts search parties. Invented additions could involve Willow discovering old maps in the cabin that outline hidden trails, allowing her to evade pursuers while she bonds with the children over campfire stories. Oblivious to the manhunt intensifying back in Port Charles, should Willow indeed seek refuge there, Isaiah Gannon could stumble upon her presence, turning the scenario into a pivotal intervention that challenges her choices. Upon realizing the gravity of the situation, perhaps by overhearing the children's confused questions or spotting Willow's disheveled state, Isaiah might step in with a calm, reasoned approach, drawing from his own experiences of hardship to empathize without judgment. He could gently persuade her that while her love for Wiley and Amelia is undeniable, abduction only compounds the pain, urging her to consider alternatives like voluntary surrender or seeking professional help through a discreet network of contacts he's built in town. This encounter might unfold in tense dialogues by the cabin's fireplace, where Isaiah shares invented anecdotes from his past travels, illustrating the folly of rash decisions and planting seeds of doubt in Willow's resolve. No matter the path, Willow's unyielding determination to reintegrate into her children's lives promises a cascade of unpredictable actions, including the very real threat of kidnapping that could redefine her arc on General Hospital. Her fixation might lead to other wild maneuvers, such as forging documents for a new identity or enlisting unwitting accomplices in her quest, each step heightening the stakes for everyone involved. We'll keep you posted on any developments in this gripping storyline, from courtroom showdowns to potential rescues, as the drama in Port Charles continues to unfold with heart-pounding intensity. What do you think? Will Willow cross that fateful line, or find another way to heal her broken family?